With GTA 6 being out for a little while now, here's a possible 20 plus things you may have missed while watching the trailer. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Starting off with the first scene here, you may think there's not a lot to take from other than it being very good looking, but there's a few things to take in. So the first thing is that we've got a prison here in this area. It looks a lot bigger than the one in GTA 5, and hopefully we can access it a bit easier than in GTA 5. We've got a very tall communications tower. I don't think we have anything as tall as this in GTA 5 other than maybe the Kaya Perica one you have to climb, but even then it's not this tall. Some vehicles here, it's nicely congested so you can go and weave in and out. Those who like to chase each other, that's going to be very good to do. We've got a Patriot beer van here. So in GTA 5 we've had Pisswasser as the brand of beer, but it could be that we also get a Patriot beer brand in GTA 6 as well. We'll see a couple of these driving around. We've got some of the vehicles a lot from GTA 5. So we've got this van here, that's in a lot of GTAs. It seems as though that looks like Lester's normal car, or maybe a Feltzer without the bodywork or anything like that. We've got a pickup truck hauling a boat, which to be honest we've seen that in GTA 5 as well, and in what appears to look like a Wastelander as well. So that's something that could definitely be coming across as well. So here we have the first look at one of the main protagonists, Lucia, and god damn! But yes, she does look very good, and she is in her prison cell looking out the window to the background of the you know, the yard, or whatever the hell you want to call it. The first thing of note to take from here is you can actually see what appears to be a family picture here on the bottom right. I will try my best to zoom in and increase the brightness to see if there's any way of looking at it well, but if not, I recommend you come pause this scene and have a look in here. But this could be family members or friends, so that's like the first look into a bit of the character's background. Other than that, there's not a lot of note to take from here. Here we're looking at obviously the counselor, or the prison counselor. Her name is Stephanie. It says it here on the it's like a little name place there. We've got some pictures of her family in the background as well. Don't know maybe if this is any sort of familiarity either, but I did see a TikTok that showed a very good theory, is what if the trailer shows everything backwards? There's a lot of people have had speculation that the other protagonist, which we're going to get onto, is a police officer, and what if he betrays her and she ends up here? The next scene of when it transitions to the Vice City skyline, you can see that there's dolphins here and a shark here. Not only does the water look amazing, but you've got a lot more animals that, yes, they are in GTA 5, however they don't do this. They don't jump up and out the water, and they're not that visible here. Hopefully if we're aerial on the ocean somewhere in a helicopter, we can see them like this. Definitely have the technology to do so. And this picture alone just shows you literally how big GTA 6 is. I mean, this is only a small portion of GTA 6's map. It's already been leaked on how big the GTA 6 map is actually going to be, and it is miles and miles bigger than GTA 5. Few colored buildings here, hopefully that we can access a lot of these buildings, and we've got also a lot taller skylines. Here we've got a plane, and I did figure out what it says. It says why 69 when you can 9 on 919. God damn. With GTA 6 being in Miami, around the Florida area you have a lot of marshy swamp areas, and this is obviously what GTA 6 are taking into consideration. Here we have obviously what appears to be like a fan boat, or like hover boat, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully we have access to something like this that can easily go over the marshy swamp areas, and it's something definitely new and that we don't have at all in GTA 5. Flamingos as well in GTA 6. Hopefully these are really easy to see obviously around in GTA 6, but not only the flamingos, because it camouflages so well, but here you can actually see a crocodile or alligator. I really don't know what the difference is. This obviously shows us there's another one here as well. This really is awesome, really, to see that you'll be able to obviously interact hopefully with these. The same way that you can interact with wildlife now in story mode, I'm assuming it's going to be the same, but on a much larger level. These crocodiles look amazing, very lifelike, and hopefully you can have a lot of fun moments here. We've got a couple, we've got 1, 2 and 3 of them, with a bunch more flamingos and ducks and birds. Moving to the beach area, we can see some returning aircraft. So we've got the Sparrow here. We've also got the, I've forgotten the name of it, but it's like something volatile or something. I don't even know, but we've got, I'll get a picture up on the screen as well. We've also got more helicopters here. We've got nice buildings in the background, very tall and very, very big buildings. Probably the highlight of this one, aside from the obvious, is probably we got a little Chihuahua dog here. So hopefully we'll see more NPCs walking their pets and walking with other like people in groups as well, and it will bring a lot of life to Vice City. We've also got some sea sharks here. They look fairly similar to the one in GTA 5, but there might be a slight different variation of it. And also we can see here that there's a truck which has hauled off a bed, obviously the back bed of the truck as well. So that's probably how the sea sharks got in there in the first place. Now here we have the dock areas. This is very, very, very similar to the real life area of the dock area in Miami. If you actually want to see a video of the real life locations of each of these scenes, I'm more than happy to do that video, because some of these are just amazing and lifelike. Rockstar really did well in this trailer to portray the real life locations of Miami. But here we obviously have a cargo ship container ship. We obviously we had an area like this in GTA 5. However, this is obviously looks tenfold better due to the graphics, and it looks a lot bigger as well. And here obviously we have the more expensive boats that will probably cost millions of pounds or dollars. However, it looks awesome, and the water, I've said this already, but the water just looks amazing. Another jumbo jet in the skies, probably to showcase how big GTA 6 is. Now here we've got the next scene, which goes to nighttime, and as you can see, the buildings in the background look very similar, to be honest, to GTA 5, apart from the graphical upgrades. Just a few lights on the buildings here. However, this building here with all these purple and light blue lights around this building, this looks amazing. This is a proper innovation by the looks of it from GTA 5 to GTA 6. It looks very nice, and it's actually looks like part of the building design because it's around here as well. Lucia is also the person here, sat on top of her seat in the convertible. A lot of people are saying what car this is, and a lot of people don't know. Some people have said it's the Zeruso, because there's a, if I can put my mouse here, there's a little bit of a carbon fiber lip here with a glass there, which the Zeruso does have, and also this hexagonal style wing mirror. But people are still skeptical about this, and they don't know what vehicle this actually is, whether it's a new one or a returning one. What we do know about a returning vehicle is that we've got a Ferrari here, which is obviously the Furia from GTA 5. It's based on the Pista, Ferrari 488 Pista. This car obviously is a returning car. We've got someone recording Lucia out of the window. We don't know if this is maybe part of a campaign mission where she's being recorded, or maybe she's just come out of prison. This is Jason driving. We don't know fully yet. We are waiting for other trailers. We've also got a pickup truck here, very similar to the ones in GTA 5, probably is similar as well. The next scene that we're greeted with is the more urban areas of Vice City. It seems as though we're here at a car meet, and we've got some of the very nice cars. Noticeable one here is the Chrysler 300, something similar in GTA 4 as well. We've got other returning vehicles, and we've got vehicles that are heavily modified and raised, just like this vehicle here. Maybe that's something to come as part of the vehicle modifications. You can see clearly here that this car has been raised on very high suspension and a wheelbase, and this one's on the opposite has been dropped quite heavily. This here is also a car that I think is new, or maybe it's in GTA 5, I'm not too sure. Let me know if you do recognize this vehicle and its name. This, I believe, is the D-Class Tulip, so that is a returning vehicle, but in its state is actually a new thing as well. Another thing to note is that we have stickers on vehicles. You can see that there's one here, it says Ride Out Customs. We have another one here on this window and there. And what this typically shows us is obviously a lot more vehicle customization, something that we didn't have at all in GTA 6 other than Sunstrip. So I think this is a very good thing for us as well. And who knows if Ride Out Customs is the name of the Los Santos Customs of GTA 6. We don't know that yet, but it wouldn't be too difficult, wouldn't be too much of an astray thing to think about. Here we have obviously two individuals who are heavily tatted up, probably part of a gang, greeting each other, wearing a lot of nice gold and chains. These look much better than the ones in GTA 5, as they actually look very real, and they don't just look like they're integrated part of your shirt. They have a bit of a lift to them and a glow and sparkly. It actually sparkles in the right places. So this is actually a very nice chain. Now this is probably one of the most beautiful scenes from the GTA 6 trailer, and there's a lot of things to take from here that you might have missed. Aside from the very beautiful skyline in the background as well, we've got a yacht here, and we've also got smaller boats. So it seems as though the yachts will be more of like a normal thing, maybe not like a 10 million minimum dollar as we have in GTA 5, as we've got just a normal looking one here. We've also got a toll here, so something from GTA 4 that we actually had tolls, and I don't think we had them anywhere else. However, this is probably what separates the city from being in the main area here to like maybe the more sandy or rural area. We've also got tennis returning, as we've got a tennis court here. So these are probably just like how we had in GTA 5 story mode. You could probably go and play tennis in areas like this. More cars to note, as we've obviously got down here, we've got a Range Rover, so it's probably the Baller or something like that from GTA 5 as well. We've also got these beautiful buildings here with garden furniture out here, or balcony furniture, however you want to call it. Hopefully that we can not only own stuff like this, but we can also see NPCs utilizing these stuff, which brings more life to the game and certainly brings an attention to detail that we've never really seen before other than from Rockstar. Now for all the car enthusiasts like myself, this is just exhilarating to look at. We're here down that very famous strip in Vice City. If you actually played Vice City or Vice City Stories, you'll know that this is that Ocean View Hotel, which was also there in the previous version of Vice City in the other universe. It looks gorgeous here. Look at the very neon strips that we've got around here. I mean, this is Miami, isn't it? So we've got a very nice looking strip here of cars and obviously scenery. We've got palm trees here, Ocean View Hotel, Hotel Dixon, and this is Boardwalk here. Very beautiful. Something very small that is on this screen that you probably didn't find first is that we've actually got a little chameleon here on this guy's shoulder. That tells us it's going to be little mini animals that people can interact with, and hopefully you can interact with as well. A very cool thing to see from this trailer. One thing when looking at stuff like this is that you can tell that there's so much life in this city, so much life and things to do, things to see, and it's all very alive. Whereas if you now play GTA 5, even on story mode, there's just some times when it feels lifeless and it feels weird to go back to GTA 5 after this. Now moving on to the highlight of this part, and it's obviously the vehicles. Here we have the Comet. I've forgotten what the full name of the car is from GTA 5. However, you can tell that this isn't the exact same car. It's definitely an improvement version of it. It looks so much more real and it looks so beautiful in this color. This color probably resonates the most with Ultra Blue from GTA 5. However, I'm not too sure if this is actually a new version of that color. Nevertheless, these wheels look brand new and it looks beautiful. We've got a grotty cheetah here. Now if I just press play for a second and press pause again, you can actually see that we've got a nice door card trim in here. Now if you know anything about GTA 5, they are boring, they're rubbish, and they're pretty much all the same. And this here looks like they've gotten proper attention to detail, and we can actually see the little details here in the leather. It looks amazing, and I think this is something that we're going to look forward to very much. We've also got returning vehicles. Obviously these are all returning vehicles here. So we've got the Carpenters there, and we've also got the Corvette. I forgot what they call it in GTA 5. We've got what appears to look like the Lampadati Felon, and we've also got another returning classic vehicle there. We've also got the Mercedes SUV here, all from GTA 5, and we've got the Shafter V12 here behind this green car here, which I'll get onto in a second. This appears to look like a brand new Hellcat. A lot of people think it looks like the existing one from GTA 5. However, I feel like I don't remember these lights on any of them. Let me know if you think this is actually the returning SRT Hellcats from GTA 5 or whether this is a new one. What is a new one for sure is this green car here. So just pressing play and pause really quickly, you can see that this is clearly an Aventador, which being Miami, it makes sense to have an Aventador here. We don't exactly have an Aventador replacement as we do in GTA 5. We don't have an Aventador one. Maybe the Zeruso is the closest. However, this definitely is an Aventador with a spoiler as well, and it looks bloody amazing. Next scene here, you can see that we're inside of a nightclub, and one thing for sure that we are going to get nightclubs. In GTA 5 it seemed like it was for business purposes, but here in GTA 6 hopefully it's more of like a community area, something where you can go and see many people here and actually have it live, full of life. In GTA 5 you see the same people, and obviously it was based off your popularity, etc. So hopefully this is just always here and obviously rocking every night as well. The next scene here we have is obviously of the beautiful connecting motorways or highways for probably going from one area of the map to the other. You can see here that we've got a lot of water, and because we have a lot of water, we have a lot of boats here as well. There's going to probably be a large amount of aquatic transportation, seeing as how big the map is. But you can see here that we've got like a cargo ship hauling some containers along. So we can expect to see a lot of these. We've got a smaller one behind it as well. We've obviously got an airplane here, and we've also got another yacht. Of course, this area is based off the Florida Keys in Florida. This airplane as well is also called the Dodo, which I believe is also from GTA 5. Remember those awful cell missions. Now on to probably the most highlighted part of the whole trailer for everyone, or probably the most paused part. What we can see here is what apparently appears to be Lucia. Now there's been a lot of debate that I've seen on whether this is actually Lucia or not. Let me know what you think. I see it as it being Lucia, but at the same time she also looks so different to Lucia from the rest of the trailer. Let me know what you guys think. Other than that, we can actually see in the background more of Vice City as well. The next scene obviously we have is like a time lapse of the Vice City sign. We had large Vinewood signs on the hills, so it seems as though we're going to have the word Vice there as well, just like we did in Vinewood in GTA 5. The next thing is that we may have social media that we can access. Now definitely in campaign, I can imagine us opening our phones or laptops and going into whatever they're going to call their application. Obviously we had Life Invader as like the Twitter equivalent, or X now that it's called. This could be something called something completely different, and we'll obviously see a lot of stuff on story mode, and hopefully this also comes on online as well. This is obviously actually based off something that happened in real life in Florida. There's a lot of real life situations that they've added in, and it's just perfect. This could be something like a side mission that we've seen before in GTA 5, where you drive past and you see it show up on your map. In terms of the background, we've got some bamboo here and obviously some nice greenery as well. Nice house with a pool, something that we saw as well in GTA 5, but obviously with the graphical upgrades. The next scene here that we can see is obviously some street racing, some street showing off. We've actually got someone here with a camera, so you can tell that they're recording something, maybe like a music video or a live stream. Here you obviously have people who are recording as well. It's kind of like a car meetup, and you've got some nice cars here. This looks like the normal Dominator or maybe a Calico GTF. So quite a few returning vehicles as well, and it also seems as though we've got people like NPCs pulled over and just stood outside their cars looking a bit angry as well, which is also good to see in a way, because it means that in GTA 5 when they would just come and probably run you over and make it act like it's normal, it seems as though they're actually going to collab and they're actually going to listen and stop. Again, another situation where obviously ROCKSTAR copied something that actually happened in real life, when an actual alligator walked into what looks like a grocery store. But hopefully in terms of for us gamers here, that we can actually walk into an area like this. This looks a lot bigger and better and more in depth than those little grocery stores that we had in GTA 5. The next scene here, we're looking at a police's POV of them raiding what appears to be like a stash house or something like that. And something that I've seen on TikTok is people think the fact that it says 0804 here means that it's going to come out on the 8th of April 2025 or the 4th of August. However you want to see it, let me know if you guys believe that. I don't think so. I really think it's going to come out in autumn time, but however, Take-Two Interactive public quarterly meetings, they did say that they're gonna make a lot of money in the final fiscal year of 2024, which is up until April 2025. Now due to that, this has some sort of credibility. However, I feel like it's a bit reaching. Nevertheless, the police POV here could mean one of few things. This could be part of a story mission that we're looking at. This could also be something that I've seen on TikTok as well, which a lot of people are saying Jason, the other protagonist, is a cop, and maybe we're looking at the introduction of Jason. So we'll have a look to see what this is when the game comes out. Nevertheless, it looks pretty cool. And not only that, we got Chop in the top left corner here. We got Beware of the Dog and what looks like Chop. Obviously it probably isn't the Chop, but the same type of dog as well. In this scene here, we can actually see some road signs as well, and we can see that it says Vice City Airport and Kelly County, so areas that we can definitely access and use these signs to get to, which is pretty cool as well. This next scene here, just looking at it for the vehicle customizations that you can do. I mean, have a look at the paint in this vehicle. It's very glittery and it looks gorgeous, and this is something that we haven't seen in GTA 5 up to this level, and this is something that we can definitely look forward to when it comes to vehicle customizations. Now here we've obviously got a screenshot of the mud girl during her part of the trailer. We don't know what this means in terms of the game itself, other than that you can obviously access these muddy areas. You can probably get yourself really muddy and actually have a physical appearance where you get dirt and stuff on you. You maybe have to go and clean yourself or stuff like that. Because in GTA 5 you just have blobs on you, and if you have bullet holes you just have blood splatters over you. So it's obviously going to be, with the graphical upgrades and technology we have today, it should definitely be looking like the way this mud girl looks here when you come into these areas. In terms of the vehicle, we can see in the background that we have, I think this is called the Patriot from GTA 5. Correct me if I'm wrong. However, an actual use for this vehicle here in this area, it would be very cool if we can actually have vehicles like this that have off-roading use here as well. Another reference to obviously Karens basically, and there's a specific interaction that happened in real life obviously that they're referencing here as well. Here we have a look at Jason for the first time, technically a proper face of Jason. Here he's having a look at the cop cars, and it's actually really cool to see the type of cop cars in this game. Another look at Jason's face here, so obviously this could be where obviously we see the next scene of them driving together. They look like they've just robbed a store because he's wearing a bandana here, which is probably used to cover his face. That scene is coming up as well. Just moving it back a little bit, we've also got a screenshot of the cops. Now here we've obviously got a cop cars that look very similar to the ones in GTA 5 around the Sandy Shores area. However, obviously the colors are completely different. We've also got what seems to look like obviously a much larger cop car vehicles. These look like the type of vehicles that the SWAT arrive in GTA 5. However, I don't know the name, but this looks very, very good. And they're not all just these vehicles like we have in GTA 5. Another look at Lucia here, obviously grabbing the cash, wearing her own bandana. But something of note to take from this scene is look at the actual details on this leather seat right here. This type of detail that obviously will make this game different from the rest, and it's something that we can commend Rockstar for actually taking their time. This looks amazing, and one thing we know is that Rockstar do not use CGI in their trailers, so this could be actually gameplay footage. The next thing we see is obviously a live report from Weasel News, which is obviously the returning news report from GTA 5. It's also been on many more GTAs as well. But something of note to take from here is that we have what looks like a new hatchback vehicles, and I'd say this looks very close to like a GR Yaris or like a Golf R maybe. Let me know what you guys think. We've also got some Dodge Challengers cop cars, but we've obviously got these cop cars right here which look amazing in these two tones. Obviously it's actually similar to the real life ones of what looks like a Dodge cop car. Now this here has actually obviously is based off, I'm not exactly sure what this is based off, but there's a guy who lives in Florida who has the Joker face tattoos on him, and he actually wants to sue Rockstar. I don't think he's going to get anywhere with that because he could technically be sued for having the Jokers on his face, so who knows. But nevertheless, This looks like obviously a mugshot. I'm not sure what relevance this will have to the story, or maybe it's something that we've just missed. And here we have obviously again Weasel News report. We got dirt bike, dirt bags. Obviously great headline there. The cops obviously trying to stop all these people who are riding together. They're probably riding illegally on the road. And we've also got some nice cars here. This looks like some sort of new car. I don't recognize this one specifically. And we've also got what looks like the Buffalo cop cars. So it actually looks pretty cool, but this again, more cop cars, cop car variations in this game that is going to make this game epic. We've also got a returning vehicle here, which is the Porsche. I think it's the custom retro or retro custom. Fiesta Retro Customs. Is basically without the wide body kit as well. Now here we obviously have the shot of when they have robbed the store. This is obviously before they robbed the store or after of the car scene we saw earlier. They're obviously in the process. They've both got their bandanas on, but look at these bottles here. Obviously these are all alcohol bottles. The difference in the look of these bottles compared to GTA 5 is night and day difference. Like, it looks so much cleaner, so much real. They actually look separate. They don't look like pieces of paper drawn onto a board like it does in GTA 5. And I know I'm making it sound like GTA 5 is way behind. Obviously it's a decade behind, but nevertheless it just shows you how well and how put together this game will be. And one thing for sure is we know Pisswasser is making a return. Now here in this scene where we see Jason drift, this is probably after they've left the store they just robbed. We can see in the background that we have pawn and gun and basically pawn shops. Hopefully this means that we can actually go in and maybe sell some stuff to the pawn shops, or this is probably where we will buy our guns from. We had similar ammunitions, stuff like that, and I still expect us to have ammunitions in the city area. However, maybe this is what it looks like in the more rural areas. Now this is the scene where obviously see Lucia and Jason probably in a motel or something like that after they've robbed the store. And he actually only says one word throughout the whole thing, and that's this word right here when she says trust and he says trust back as well. And this is obviously Lucia and Jason. They are both obviously in the process of how they actually robbed the store. We can see here it says Petty Forever, which is a essentially a reference to the song that you hear from the trailer. And there you have it. That was 20 plus things you may have missed in the GTA 6 trailer. I really enjoyed making this video, and if you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that like button and also ring that bell so you get notified as soon as we upload. I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe and peace.